Hello again everybody. So it's dark and horrible again, but happily I've actually got a nice bright new light to work under, so hopefully, unlike my previous videos in the dark, you should be able to see what's going on quite easily. Now today's video is going to be a bit of a continuation from last week's USB install, when I installed a USB into the top box for charging bits and bobs. So I've obviously had a bit of a tidy up of the wires, which I'll show you in a minute. I've installed an inline fuse as well for that rear USB, and I'm also going to be installing a front USB so that I can power the sat-nav and whatever else. You know, I could either have the sat-nav or my phone or whatever charging at the front, whilst my cameras and stuff are charging in the back, or my phone charging in the back and the sat-nav at the front, whatever. So I'll start by showing you what I've done since last time. So obviously just here is the inline fuse I've put in for the rear USB, and I've also just tidied things up a bit. I've put a proper connector on the ground there, little ring connector, so it's attached properly and not just bare wires. I've insulated everything, of course, and just neatened it up a bit with cable ties, so this relay does actually sit flush in there. I've just pulled it out because I'm going to be connecting something else to it in a minute. Obviously, ideally, you'd probably want a relay for each thing that you're connecting, or at least like maybe one relay for the two USBs and then one separate one for the heater grips. Unfortunately, in my case, there really isn't very much room in this bike to be putting too much in the way of wiring and extra bits, so I'm going to have it all three of those things attached to the same relay. It's not going to make too much difference, to be fair. I mean, they're connecting all three straight to the battery, and yes, it's going to be splitting the power three ways, but there's such thin wires coming from each of those devices, I can't see as how they're going to sort of stop each other from working. So I'll just quickly show you the front USB. So this one's quite good because it actually came with an inline fuse. Let's get down here, pop this down a minute. Yeah, it actually came with an inline fuse already in it, so I don't need to worry about that. So what I've done is I've just put one of these types of connectors on, so this just allows me to plug this into the relay, and then I can plug the other bits into that. And then obviously this will connect to the negative side of the battery as normal, and then I can just run it to the front, and then I'm going to have it on the handlebars using this. So it's quite a chunky unit. Again, it's just a single USB. If I can get that off one-handed, there you go. Yeah, it's just a single USB down there, so, but that's fine, that's what we want. So grab that, and if I stick you guys here a minute. Right then guys, so yeah, obviously trying to fit it to the bike whilst holding you guys and the light at the same time, it was a bit tricky, so I've gone ahead and installed it, and I'll just go through it all with you now. So there it is, attached to the handlebars. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I am a kind of function over form kind of guy, so that's absolutely fine. Obviously my sat-nav sits up here, so I can have the cable going down to there if I need to give that a bit of extra juice. So then the cable, let me get down here. I've run it alongside the bike's standard cables, so it runs through there, through the centre of the tank. Let's see if I can. You can't even see it. It's like right up in there. You can just about see where it comes out here, though. So then I've run it through. Obviously, I've run the negative side to the negative side of the battery there, and then let's get around here. Then obviously the positive side again, so I've got the fuse just there, and then it's running into that relay. So again, just like with the heater grips and the back box, that will only come on and activate when the ignition is on. It won't work when the ignition is off, so there's no chance of me accidentally leaving something on charge, or I don't know, someone trying to charge up their phone whilst I leave my bike parked somewhere. Sounds like a strange thing for someone to do, but hey, you never know in this day and age. And then obviously I've just tried to tidy it up as much as I can. Like I say, there's really not very much space to work with in the vans. But you can see I've got the relay sort of tucked in down there. There's the fuse for the rear one, of course, and yeah, everything else is just sort of tucked away and cable tied, so that it's as neat as possible. So there we have it, guys. Yeah, it was a very, very simple tutorial this time around. I'm going to be doing an oil change on this bike in the next sort of week or so, and I'll also later on the week have a tutorial for adjusting a chain on your bike. But for now, hopefully that was enjoyable for you. If you did like the video, please do give it a like. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. Go check out my other videos. There's plenty of bits and bobs to look at. And for now, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you again soon.